one of the things that this election has done, those individuals that represent some of those extreme ideas that we know are coming out against Muslims, they've always been there. There's nothing new. You know, so we shouldn't be alarmed that they have coalesced around a person who prides himself on not reading. This is the president-elect. He said he doesn't read. So how are you going to know about things if you don't read? He said he follows his gut. You know, he just has a gut feeling about things, and that's what he follows. Well, we know that the world is a little more complex than that. And so we shouldn't be alarmed that those type of forces are coming up. And those of you who may have been here for a while, when Ronald Reagan ran for president against Jimmy Carter, he used the exact same slogan, "Make America Great Again." And he also, there was a climate that existed where Islam was being vilified in the media at that time. At that time, it was the Islamic revolution in Iran that had got rid of the Shah and Khomeini. So some of those same fears, some of those same drums were being beaten during that period, and we survived that. So we just had to do a lot of work to educate people about what we really believe. So when them bringing up ugly things about Islam and lies about Islam, it gives us opportunity to correct it. And then we have to be aware that some of the strategies they use is they try to infiltrate organizations and suggest to unsuspecting people to do things that give us a bad name. So we have to be aware that there are provocateurs and agents. You know, one of the radio programs was discussing some of the people who were demonstrating against the election in Oakland and breaking windows and things like that. And none of those people live in Oakland. They come from Walnut Creek and, you know, different cities. They come from the suburbs. They come from San Francisco. They come from all over the place. And then they make it seem like it's an Oakland thing. But all of those people live somewhere else. And they're not doing it in their neighborhoods. They're doing it in African American communities, or sometimes heavily populated African American communities. So we have to be careful in times like this. And then we should organize with our organizations such as CARE, Muslim Advocates, and other organizations to make sure that we are informing our community so that the community is not reacting fearfully and being provoked into doing something that hurts us. And we still have a right as citizens to have our rights protected. You know, I'm not getting on a registry until you put everybody else on registries. You'll put Muslims on a registry, put Christians on a registry, put Jews on a registry, put everybody on a registry. You know, and that, you know, we'll go to court over that. And we know he just settled a $25 million case that he was going to lose for cheating people out of Trump University. So as long as we have right on our side, I believe we can win. Also, there was a phone call that took place last Sunday night. There were about 400 leaders from around the country that were discussing possible impact of this election and how we should respond to it. Imam Zaid Shaker was on the call, Dr. Sherman Jackson, Omar from Texas, I forget his last name, and other Muslim leaders and thinkers, and there was a good discussion. And we were cautioned not to become fearful. We should trust in Allah and not be fearful because there's a bad leader who has accepted this kind of responsibility. It was pointed out that on the death of Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab became the leader of the Hashemite clan. And he actually became better because of the great responsibility that was on him. So time will tell. Inshallah.